to give you the fall 2012 sneak peek for Saucony. And we just had Saucony in our store, about a week ago, and they gave us basically a lot of info that I want to pass on to you, but I don't have the shoes here to show you. Some of the companies are doing some pretty cool stuff, and they're trying to protect some of that information as long as they can, so we didn't get in cahoots well enough to get the video for you. First things first, everything in Saucony except the Stabil, their motion control shoe, by the fall of 2012 when they release their stuff, is going to 8mm drop. So it's quite a bit of conviction from a company saying, okay, we really believe in this 8mm drop thing. It gives you ample protection, but a nice, lower profile feel, so it's a quick filling shoe that makes it hopefully easier for you to midfoot strike. So they're doing it, everything's going 8mm, except for their more minimal stuff that may be 4mm or 0. Drop is what I'm talking about. So let me give you the skinny here. The Kinvara 3 is, some of the changes that they did is they're adding the XT900 rubber outsole to strategic parts of the outsole, where with wear testing and reviews and info from even our tester, Jack, tested it, and he's a very mid or forefoot striker, and he felt like it thinned out on him quick up in the front. So they're adding those to the right places, they feel, to increase the durability of the forefoot of the shoe for people that are truly forefoot, runners. They're also launching a Kinvara trail shoe, and the trail shoe has what they call a plate shield, so it's not necessarily a stiff shank that goes in a lot of heavy-duty, clunky trail shoes, but it's a trail shield that basically is going to allow you to hit some sharp rocks or different debris while on a trail, but it's not going to poke up and hit your foot. So they're really trying to keep the flexibility of the shoe and make it that minimal filling Kinvara, but give you a little bit of protection on that underneath up in the forefoot. So those are some pretty cool updates coming on. The Ride loses an ounce in weight, and it's, it was already a fast filling, quick transition shoe heel to toe, and losing an ounce is probably going to make it feel that much faster. The Omni loses an ounce and a half, and it's a little more responsive, losing that weight. Everything in this, when it goes down from a 12mm drop to 8, is probably going to feel more responsive. The Echelon, which is losing an ounce and a half as well, is kind of their straighter last shoe. And you think about a straighter last shoe that sits like this and comes like this, should be even more stable for someone that needs it, but it's a neutral shoe. Just know it's a very niche shoe if you're neutral, but you need a nice stable shoe or fit an orthotic. That's the Echelon. And then the Hattori is going to have a laces option, and they look really cool. The laces are usually colored pretty brightly on a shoe that might be a darker color. So those are something I'm going to look at just trying to even work in, because they look really cool. And the laces option should allow people to really snug those up however they want when they're doing that 0 drop, bare minimal stuff. And then, right now, the Triumph and the Guide are the two that are 8mm drops. By this time in the fall next year, everything's going to be 8mm drop except for that Stabil. So be watching for that. If you're someone that wants to transition, Saucony is going to be a great company for you to transition into, because they're dropping it. And know this too, just because they drop it doesn't mean they shave it all the way across. Sometimes they shaved it off of the heel and actually put some on the front. So instead of shaving 4mm off the back, they might have shaved 2, added 2 to the front, and that gives you that 4 differential. So what you're getting sometimes is a shoe that actually may have a little more forefoot padding, and now it's still, a high mileage shoe and plenty of pad in that front end if you're trying to be a midfoot striker. So that's Saucony, fall 2012. We'll keep you in the loop.